Human civilization is like one huge living system made up of billions of people trying to survive, cooperate, compete, and find meaning at the same time. People are not isolated. Every choice we make is affected by other people, their fears, beliefs, goals, emotions, and expectations. Human life is deeply connected. The interesting thing is that many of the games humans play today already existed long before civilization. Animals also compete for territory, form alliances, protect groups, and struggle for survival. Humans inherited many of these instincts from evolution. But animals also developed ways to avoid endless chaos. Many species use signals, social hierarchies, and rituals to reduce constant fighting. Humans eventually transformed these survival systems into more advanced forms like laws, governments, morality, culture, and economics. That is partly why civilization exists. Without systems that regulate behavior, fear, greed, violence, and short-term thinking would eventually destroy large-scale cooperation. Laws help control violence. Markets help organize exchange. Culture creates belonging. Governments manage power. Civilization is humanity's attempt to keep society stable despite human pressures and weaknesses. Humans are driven by many needs: survival, safety, friendship, respect, purpose, and meaning. When life feels unstable, fear becomes stronger. When life becomes more stable, people have more space to think creatively, morally, and philosophically. But humans are not only trying to survive. People are also willing to sacrifice comfort, status, and even safety for things they believe are meaningful, like truth, love, justice, duty, or purpose. Meaning can become more important than survival itself. Shared meaning is one of the invisible forces holding civilization together. Religions, philosophies, values, and shared identities help people cooperate, trust one another, and work toward long-term goals instead of only chasing short-term self-interest. For thousands of years, different civilizations tried to understand these problems. Buddhism explored suffering and attachment. Taoism focused on harmony and balance. Stoicism taught self-control and clear thinking. Confucianism emphasized responsibility and social order. Even though these traditions are different, many were trying to solve the same basic human problems. One thing that makes humans unique is self-awareness. Humans do not just live. We think about life itself. We question meaning, morality, identity, death, and the future. We can reflect on our own behavior and even redesign the systems we live in. Humans still have animal instincts like fear, competition, status-seeking, and tribal thinking. But unlike animals, we also try to regulate and rise above those instincts through morality, laws, education, and self-awareness. A surprising part of civilization is that many important systems are symbolic. Money only works because people believe in it. Nations, laws, corporations, and human rights also exist because humans collectively agree they matter. Civilization depends heavily on shared beliefs and imagination. Civilizations do not stay stable forever. Throughout history, societies rise, grow, weaken, and sometimes collapse. Trust declines, power becomes concentrated, meaning weakens, and new technologies change how society functions. Civilization is not permanent. It is an ongoing balancing act. Games feel meaningful because they simplify many of the same pressures found in real life: survival, teamwork, strategy, competition, scarcity, and power. They allow humans to safely explore these pressures in symbolic form. This is why shows like Squid Game feel powerful. The show is not only about violence. It shows what happens when social systems fail to provide people with dignity, stability, trust, or hope. The game becomes a symbol for pressures already present in society itself. Different games reveal different truths about society. Civilization explores long-term social development. Monopoly explores inequality and accumulation. Risk explores power struggles and territorial conflict. Together, they show that stable societies require balancing many competing forces over time. The deepest idea is this: humans are both biological and symbolic creatures. We are driven by instincts, emotions, competition, cooperation, meaning, imagination, and self-awareness all at once. Civilization exists because humanity is constantly trying to balance these forces across time. At its core, civilization is humanity's attempt not only to survive, but to create meaning, stability, purpose, and understanding in a world filled with uncertainty and change.